ancient culture is being systematically eradicated by the world's most populous nation. The country which inspired Shangri-La today has one main hope. His name is Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet. For over 30 years, the Dalai Lama has been forced to live in exile because of the brutal occupation of Tibet by the communist Chinese. He lives today in a small refugee community nestled in the foothills of the Himalayas in northern India. The horror began in 1950, when the newly formed People's Republic of China invaded Tibet, nearly doubling their landmass. The Chinese wanted the natural resources, they wanted the wealth, and they wanted to control the high ground of Asia. They said they were liberating Tibet from imperialist forces. Because of Tibet's isolation and nonviolent Buddhist ideals, the 6 million Tibetans were easily overrun. The Chinese then began a policy which the International Commission of Jurists would later report to the United Nations was genocide against the Tibetan people, its culture, and religion. Tibet was thrown into turmoil. The people responded by calling upon the teenage Dalai Lama to take control of the country as the head of state. For more than 8 years, the Dalai Lama tried to protect his people from the Chinese onslaught.
Then, you see, things getting worse and worse. Then 1959, around January, February, things really become, you see, tense. And finally, it was certain now things definitely become out of my control. Then, you see, there is no hope for dialogue with Chinese. So there is no other alternative except, you see, escape. So it's finally I decided, with sadness, so finally I left it.
The Dalai Lama personally greets all of the new arrivals that make it to Dharamsala from Tibet. He offers them words of encouragement. To some, he offers guidance. To all, he gives a prayer and a blessing. He is their one remaining constant, the embodiment of compassion. In exile, he keeps alive their religion, their culture, and their identity as a people. He is the source of their hope. For many, the brief moment of meeting him is the high point of their lives.
Thousands of Tibetan brothers and sisters not only lost their freedom, but they suffered tremendously. So, the genuine sense of universal responsibility is the realization of oneness, entire humanity. With these principles, I think we can solve many problems. This is my hope and my prayer. 韩国这一年中呢，到晚上去办这些，咱别全体真是活动着了，啥子